From My News 26 and the Rambler Sports Network, it's high school basketball. Coming to you today from the Wheelhouse in Boyne City High. This 26 Sports and RSN basketball presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. From My News 26 and the Rambler Sports Network, it's Boyne City versus Manton in a huge Northern Michigan high school basketball regional championship showdown. Coming to you tonight from Houghton Lake High School in Houghton Lake, Michigan. This high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you.
Good evening and welcome to the Rambler Sports Network. We are live here in the Houghton Lake High School Gymnasium for your regional championship between the Manton Rangers and the Boyne City Ramblers. I'm Andy Bryan alongside Aaron Fritchie, and this stage here is amazing. This old gym is packed to capacity with Rambler Rowdies, and then the Manton fans are packed as well. So just a great scene walking into right now. Wish you guys were here. Per MHSAA, this will be an audio-only broadcast right now, so if you're tuning in right now, you're hearing our voice, but you're not seeing the video feed. Video feed, because MHSAA rules, it's a playoff game, we're going to have to delay that video feed. So for our video feed here tonight, it usually is available tonight, but it will not be available 1 hour after broadcast. It will be available tomorrow because of technical issues that we're dealing with the drive and stuff, so it'll be ready to go tomorrow if you wanted to watch the video feed. So what that means for us, Aaron, is we're going to try to do a audio and radio broadcast and a video at the same time, yes. So you're going to hear us trying to do a little bit of a radio broadcast, trying to paint the picture for you guys that are listening in right now live, and then we will try to not be so wordy so when you're watching the video feed, it doesn't sound like we're talking about everything twice, okay? Though My News 26 is going to be running this game, the broadcast will be Friday or Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Saturday night at 11 a.m. and then Sunday at 4. You can watch that on My News 26. And again, we appreciate My News 26 and the partnership that we have with them in putting all these games on the TV. Great Lakes Energy and Wolverine Power are the presenting sponsors for My News 26, and we'd like to thank them for making these broadcasts possible on the local TV station. Well, Fritch, last time we were in a regional championship doing this broadcast, I believe we were way up in the UP, right?
Way up in the UP. That was 2 years ago, just about exactly. And it was a memorable night.
That's right. It was a long drive up there. And that regional final, if you remember tuning in right now, I'm sure most of you know where you were when that regional championship was finally brought home to Boyne City. Let's take a look. It was, I think, Derek Willis, I believe. I forget his name. Derek Willis, who knocks down a three at the buzzer, or just before the buzzer, actually, to win a regional championship against Iron Mountain. So I think we have that highlight, don't we?
A lot of teams have a shot in their history, and that is certainly Boyne City's, at least for this generation. And Derek Willis made a name for himself that's going to be going to stick for a long time.
That's right.
The shooter of that shot.
Well, I think we have that in the truck. Do we have the highlight of that? Here it comes right here. Here's the last time Boyne City was in a regional championship game. The shot by Derek Willis. Zach Napont kicks it out.
A beautiful, smooth lefty shot, and that was on the path to the Breslin Center that year, where the Ramblers went all the way to the state semifinals.
Right. And then they ended up going to the quarterfinals after that Iron Mountain game, that huge win up in the UP, and then we had to play McBain over in Gaylord and beat McBain with a close game and went on to the Breslin Center. So speaking of McBain and this Manton Ranger team, let's take a look at this Manton team. What a strong team. They beat Class C #1 McBain in their district championship, and that is a huge grudge match. We were talking to some of the Manton faithful over here. We grabbed their ears, and man, what a great group of guys we talked to. And they're talking about this matchup between McBain and Manton. They play each other all the time. They're 26 miles apart, constantly playing each other in the summer, and Manton finally got them. They hadn't beat McBain in, what did he say, 12 games or something like that,
yeah,
12 times. They finally got him in the district championship. Huge game. And here they are, and this Manton team is tough. Not just McBain. It wasn't a lucky upset of McBain. They are a very strong team. They ended up beating Glen Lake Monday night in the regional semifinal, 46-38. They also, in the early season, beat Petoskey. They beat Traverse City West. And then you add McBain to that, and this Manton team has got quite the resume coming up here for this regional championship game.
Well, we watched that game here, the whole thing on Monday night against Glen Lake, and this is a very, very impressive Ranger team. They're well-rounded. They can do a lot of things well. They're well-coached. We were very impressed.
Yeah, they are a solid team. Boyne City has their work cut out for them tonight. And, you know, how are the Ramblers going to pull off a victory? Well, let's take a look at Bryant's keys to a Rambler victory here tonight in the regional championship game. Again, that Manton team is a tough team, very, very strong, 1 through 5. So for Boyne City to win this game, they must control and contain Manton's backcourt. Guards are very quick off the dribble, can shoot, can stop on a dime, and can distribute the ball very, very effectively. Next thing, they must close out and contest on all the shooters. They can shoot. They obviously look to shoot. They can penetrate. So again, very, very easily to fall asleep when you're playing defense and not, shut down the shooters out there. So no easy looks for Manton tonight. They have to play all 32 minutes, can't get a late start. If you get down to this Manton team, they will run you into the ground. So have to play a full game tonight. And then one thing Boyne City has is greater depth. So we have to use our bench, keep the legs fresh, and make sure they stay in front of all these Manton Ranger quick guards. So that's what is on deck here for the Ramblers to have a win here tonight. And let's talk about Manton and their keys to victory, Fritch.
Well, I think that Manton has good size, but one thing that Boyne has is a little bit of extra length, which has posed some problems for teams already in the last couple of weeks. So Manton will have to deal with that. It's also important that Manton keeps Boyne's bench out of this game. I think Boyne plays probably more players, and Manton's going to want to keep this to a starter versus starters game. Keep this game tight. I think that Kane McPherson and Mason Gardner are the key offensive weapons for the Ramblers, and those are the two places that Manton will key tonight. And I also think that keeping McPherson, especially out of the lane, is going to be a big factor. If they're able to do that tonight, Manton's going to be in good shape.
Well, we have a bunch of new sponsors here tonight. Playoff basketball, a little March Madness. We'll do that to you. Everybody's following this game. Got a lot of fans tuning in from Manton, a lot of fans tuning in, obviously, from Boyne City. And we got some new sponsorship here tonight. We want to thank those real quick before the game starts.
Well, we have a huge list of sponsors, done a lot for us to make this broadcast possible this evening. That list starts with Charlevoix Screen Masters. We have the Boyne Trading Company, the Jody Fritchie Agency of Farm Bureau in Boyne City, WB Builders of Boyne City, the Mary Inn Restaurant in Manton, the Manton Tire and Party Store, Lutke Hydraulics and Equipment Sales, Lutke Forest Products, the Cast Iron Kitchen in Manton, and the law offices of McCurdy, Wotilla, and Porteous in Cadillac.
Great. Thank you, sponsors, for contributing to this broadcast here tonight. Again, what a great showing, great following. Two towns, Boyne City and Manton, who have great community spirit, and you can see it here tonight. Both sides are filled up with both students and parents. I've never seen so many parents come out for both Boyne City and Manton, and just a two great towns going at it here for a regional championship.
That's a huge crowd in the gym, and those sponsors represent the huge fan bases that both of these teams have coming into this big game tonight.
That's right. Again, we have a full crew here tonight to do the video broadcast. We have the truck pulled up outside, and we have everybody here working. So we're going to take a little pause here in the action and let you get a look at the crew and listen to the national anthem here tonight from our PA announcer. He's right now going through his MHSAA reads. But we're going to try to get a good look at the Rambler Rowdies and the Manton fans while we're doing this. Well, as we conclude our national anthem, again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We got some new sponsors from Manton, Fritch, and we went over to the Manton crowd and just grabbed a few people and started asking about some of these sponsors. And Jack Hahn was the guy that we grabbed from Manton, and man, what a great guy he was. He told us all about the Mary Inn restaurant and Lucky Forest Products and the Cast Iron Kitchen, and sounds like they got a good thing going there in Manton. And the Mary Inn restaurant, they had a wet burrito, or what was they talking about?
Shaved prime rib sandwich.
Oh, man.
I don't know what the map says, but that place may be on the way home tonight.
That might be on the way. The Mary Inn restaurant in Manton. Well, they're doing the starting lineups right now, and we already have the starting lineups for Manton. The Rangers, number 1, Jaden Perry. This is pretty much their drive on offense, man. He is a quick guard. Watched him Monday night. Impressive. Great ball handling, very quick, and can shoot the ball. And then you have number 2, Trey Helzel. Number 3, Hunter Rule, another shooter. Number 4, Trevor Solani. Again, he can shoot as well, so a lot of shooters, a lot of quick guards.
They can all shoot.
And number 40, Preston Shazri, will round out the starting 5 for the Manton Rangers.
And tonight for the Ramblers, we'll have number 2, Kane McPherson. Number 3, Mason Gardner. Number 4, Ethan Hewitt, our defensive stopper. Number 21, Eric Carson, lights out Carson. And Big Jacob Ager in the middle. And I don't know about you, but it seems a little louder now than it was when we did our sound check. So you guys in the truck, we need a little bit more volume up here.
Gonna have to turn this up, man. The Manton crowd and the Boyne City crowd, it is so loud in here, we can barely hear each other. And we have headsets on, and we're standing right next to each other. So we're gonna need to adjust our volumes. Well, again, Boyne City is going to have to stay in front of these quick guards. Boyne City in their blue uniforms, Manton in their white. Looks like they switched up the starting five here. Now number 40, Preston Shazri, is not starting. Number 25, Wyatt Baker is. I was real impressed with Wyatt Baker on Monday night. He is a big body, smart, knows what to do, good rebounder, good screener. He's going to be a handful for the Boyne City Bigs, and he's going to start the tip for Manton, and they win the tip. And here comes Jaden Perry. And Hunter Rule looked for a three early off the mark. Long rebound, and it goes to Jaden Perry. Now watch this kid create. Helzel gets it again to Rule. Rule thought about it. There's Baker. That one's off the mark. And Hunter Rule tried to get the rebound, but stepped out of bounds. Man, they're real active on the glass. That's 3 shots, or 2 shots they got. And they got their offensive board. So
they have a lot of motion. They got some screens up there. It looks a little similar to the Whittemore Prescott offense that the Ramblers played against on Monday.
Boyne City now coming down. Here's Kane, sneaks by, but there's Baker with the block. Normally he gets that shot off, but Baker blocked him from behind. He thought he was in the clear. Baker, just a smart player down low for the Rangers. There's Perry going down the lane with 3 people on him. He missed it, but there's Baker with the follow-up rebound, and that goes off his foot, out of bounds to the Ramblers.
That's going to be trouble. Manton with 3 missed shots and 3 offensive rebounds already 1 minute into this game.
Well, I know what they're going to talk about at the first timeout. Coach Redmond going to tell his boys he got a board here. Gardner drives the lane, dishes it to Ager. Ager kicks it back out. Hewitt now takes it in to the block. Nothing there, and then tries to pass to Carson. Carson took off. And miscommunication, that just went out of bounds, so it's going to be Manton ball.
Yeah, Manton's a very sound defensive team. They play a lot of man, and they play very well.
Well, it's 6:40 here to go here in the first, and it's 0-0 still. There's Rule, and he misses a short little jumper. The save goes to Boyne City, and here they come. There's Gardner on the baseline. Dribbles, gets it to McPherson. Screen for Hewitt by Ager. Didn't use it. Good defense by Manton right now.
Yeah, and you can see they don't switch on the screens. They fight through them. They're aggressive. I mean, they don't sag a whole lot. They expect you to play your man.
Nice spin move by Gardner, but the defense is great by the Rangers. Man, they're really moving their feet. They're all quick, so it makes it real tough to get an opening. There's Hewitt going all the way in. Oh, and he missed it, and then gets the foul.
Well, that was a great play. You can see good help defense from Manton, and they got a big guy, number 25, coming over to help. And really not a real smart foul. Hewitt's not getting that ball away from Baker.
Again, it is under 6 minutes to go here in the first, and it's still 0-0. Still feeling it out here. Both teams feeling each other out, and not a lot of scoring. This is how it was when Manton played Glen Lake. And there's Rule for 3 on the baseline. Take a first points of the game, go to Manton, 3-0.
And they will shoot a lot of threes. They didn't shoot all that well on Monday, but you can tell they expect to shoot better than they did.
They definitely look to shoot, that's for sure. We've seen that here the first 2 or 3 possessions.
So we've seen Boyne run some more of their offense maybe than Manton has, but that was a big 3 to open the game.
Missed by Kane, rebound by Baker for Manton. And Manton comes down, they just throw it out of bounds. They have a miscue. It's going to go back to Boyne City. Well, Boyne City right now struggling with the quickness of Manton's defense, and kind of reminds me of that Harbor Springs district final where they just don't, their legs don't look fresh enough to get by these quick defenders, and they got to come up with something else. They're really getting into trouble here. As Kane dribbles down and gets double teamed, he kicks it back out. We're going to reset the offense for Boyne City.
Well, a lot of Boyne's offense, is predicated on getting by your guy or making a pass to somebody in good position, but Manton does not get out of position.
Another good defensive stance there by Manton. Trevor Solani just like glue on Eric Carson and forced him to travel, and that's a turnover for Boyne City going back to Manton. Yeah, they are quick defensively, Manton is, and making it real hard for Boyne to do their normal dribble drive, create on the floor kind of offense. Here's Manton with the ball now. And Boyne City playing some good defense as well, which is again why it's 3-0. halfway through the first quarter. There's Baker at the elbow, and he knocks down that jumper, and it's 5-0 Manton.
Well, not bad defense by Boyne, but from what we've seen so far, Boyne's issue is going to be on the offensive end.
Yeah, they got to get something going. They really haven't settled in and figured out this quick defense for Manton. Now they're starting to do a little screen here and cut, trying to get open. There's Ager, gets open on the block. He gets it a little late. Defense comes over, and Baker blocks that shot by Ager, and then gets the rebound. They tie it up, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Well, I'm really impressed with Manton's spacing on both ends of the floor, man. Their defensive positioning is outstanding, and their offensive spacing and movement is also really good. That's a great sign of a great coach and a great program.
Boyne City gets the ball out of bounds underneath, and Kane misses the three. Foul on the rebound by Dylan Williams, who just checked in for Jacob Ager. Dylan Williams had a great game in the Monday night game, and they're going to try him early here. See if he can spark Boyne City like he did Monday night. 5-0, 3:37 to go here in the first. Manton with the ball. Good backdoor cut by Trevor Solani, and he gets that bucket to go, and it's 7-0. Boyne City's got to wake up here and get something to go on offense.
Yep, Manton's been able to finish where the Ramblers haven't so far.
There's Kane McPherson with the ball, tries his spin move, loses the handle, and they're going to call a travel on that. And you can see the frustration on Kane McPherson. He just lost the handle, but then kind of moved his pivot foot.
Yep, Coach Redmond telling him, don't stop there. I think keep going, get to the bucket as fast as you can.
Trevor King checks in for the Ramblers, give Ethan Hewitt a break. That's one thing we worried about on the drive down here. You and I were talking about if they have the legs. I mean, it's been some long nights when you get into postseason play. And there's Rule for another nice jumper. It's 9-0, and Coach Redmond's going to call a 30-second timeout and try to stop the bleeding here. Talk to his players.
Well, that was a nice play. Rule did not use the screen, went the other way with a quick one dribble, two dribble pull up, and shot that over Mason Gardner. So tough shot.
Well, so far, Boyne City's not listening to the keys to the game. They are having a hard time keeping the guys in front of them. They are letting Manton get out to an early start here at 9-0, and their crowd, as you can hear probably through our mics, is very loud, and you're just feeding into their crowd, and it has quieted the Rambler Rowdies. And our kids are over here, they don't know what to cheer for. So it's 9-0, and you've got to be careful and don't let this game get away this early.
Well, this is what we worried about for the Ramblers. You know, Manton really can do it all. They can shoot the three, they can get to the hole, and they're a great passing team, and they've really picked Boyne's defense apart so far in all three of those areas.
Boyne City ball out of the timeout. Let's see what Coach Redmond has dialed up here out of that timeout. Gardner with a great spin, goes right up strong and gets the layup to stop the drought here, 9-2.
Well, that looked like a little bit of a set play, but that's a great one to get Mason Gardner. He's a guy we said at the beginning of the game that needs to score tonight.
Yeah, he's got to take it to the rack, put some pressure on their bigs. There's Baker from way downtown and misses that one. Kane McPherson comes up with a rebound. And I think, yeah, they're going to call it on Solani. Solani fouled him after the rebound.
That'll be Manton's first foul.
So Boyne City ball here, 9-2. They just scored. They got to stop. Not a stop. They got a rebound off the miss. Let's see if they can capitalize and come back. Get another one here. Kane just leans into his guy. Nice off-balance shot, but he missed it. Just short-armed it. That looked like it was easy bucket.
Yep.
He missed it. Baker comes up with the rebound. And Manton comes down, and Rule takes a long three and misses that one. Here comes Gardner for Boyne City. Good behind-the-back dribble. Misses it, stays with it, goes up and gets the bucket and the foul.
Well, this is as fired up as we've seen Mason Gardner all year right there. He's excited. I think he's upset. They came out and started a little bit slowly, did the Ramblers. But that's the kind of play that's going to get him back. Not only did he go hard to the hole, but he followed his shot twice.
Yeah, he's a tough guy to defend when he gets moving like that, because he turns his body in the air and he's tough to take a charge on. And he's taller than you, so if you're out of position for the rebound, he can get the rebound over you for the putback. Well, he knocks down the free throw, so it's 9-5 now. Boyne City is starting to wake up on the offensive end.
It's important to finish the last minute or two of this quarter strong, stay in this game.
There's Baker from the free throw line. He misses it, but Manton rebounds it, misses the putback, and Carson comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, essentially missed 2 putbacks. More offensive rebounds for Manton.
A good combination here with Gardner and Dylan Williams in the game at the same time. A lot of length. There's Dylan with the ball right now. Good spin move. Goes right up against Baker, and he gets a foul.
I like that play.
A great play.
He caught the ball on the right block with his back to the basket. He spun and faced up, and then he put the ball down one hard dribble, and there was some contact. The defender trying to draw a charge, but he gained some space. Williams did, went up with it, and got the foul.
Knocks down the first free throw. Dillwill picking it up right where he left off from the Monday night game. He was a huge spark for the Ramblers on Monday night. And they're trying him early here, and just like that, he's at the free throw line, and he draws a foul on Manton's Baker. Knocks down both free throws. It's now 9-7. Manton up by 2. Great cut by Helzel, who misses it, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Boyne City ball.
I'll take a real quick second here to give a shout out to the custodial crew at the Boyne City High School. Tom Bacon and Brian Hosmer tuning in while they work.
Fantastic. Those guys do a fantastic job keeping Boyne City High School clean. Still looks brand new after all these years, fellas. Keep it up. Good job. Thanks for tuning in. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter, and it's 9-7. Manton up by 2. Boyne City has the ball right now. Eric Carson, fadeaway jumper, and they're going to call it travel. Looked like he got bumped, but I think that bump caused him to travel, and it was a fadeaway jumper anyway.
Well, we've had a couple travels in this game both ways. You know, these teams have played, 5 games in 9 days, both of them. 3 in the districts and now 2 in the regionals. So since last Monday, that's 5 games. One of those things, your legs start to go a little bit and you walk sometimes.
My legs are tired just watching these guys. So Manton with the ball now, 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Working the ball around. There's Baker. Good shot fake. He goes right in against Gardner, who hammers him, but then good sportsmanship helps him up off the deck.
Yeah,
Great move.
Excuse me, that foul is going to be on Trevor King, I believe, before Mason moved in to swat that.
I think about 3 guys got him when he got to the basket.
Well, that's good. They weren't going to give up a dunk, but it's a great play by Gardner, even after the foul, to stay with the play and make sure there's no and one.
This Baker kid is a gritty kid. In the Monday night game, I saw him on the floor a lot, and that doesn't bother him at all. He gets hammered down there on the block, and he is fine with it. That's his role. He is a big bruiser. Did a great job at the top of the key there with a pump fake. Got Dylan Williams moving towards him, and then he just put it on the floor and went all the way to the rack. And
well, that's made possible by those 3-pointers he's already shot. I don't think he's made one yet, but he's had a good look. He's got a nice-looking shot, and that pump fake is so effective for a guy like that.
Makes the second free throw. It's 10-7. 29 seconds here to go in the quarter.
And he will take a seat, get a quick break with the last 30 seconds before the quarter.
There's Perry on Hewitt. Man, 2 fast kids right there. Holy cow. Down to 20 seconds here. Boyne going to work it around for that last shot, but it's tough to do with Manton's quick defense. Ball's in the hands of Kane McPherson now. 10 seconds. He's going to have to create here. Spin move. Didn't travel that time. He gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line.
Well, we talked about it being important for Manton to keep him out of the paint, and they had help there. He just kind of squeaked through and got fouled trying to get up the shot from about 10 feet.
That's his go-to move. He got called on a travel early, lost the ball on another one, ran into a double team on one previous to that. So when that move doesn't work for Kane, he has some hard time getting going, but that one worked for him. And he's at the line here shooting 2.
I'll tell you what, even if you know it's coming, that's a very difficult shot. There's Dylan Williams on the miss.
Good hustle.
Put back, no good.
Oh, they're not going to count it. Ethan Hewitt threw it up at buzzer. Three-pointer goes in, but it was a no call after the clock had already expired. He shot that, so well, you can tell from up here. But
Dylan Williams got the offensive rebound, put it up off the glass. Max Vondra saved it to Hewitt, who jacked it up from at least 25 feet and made it just after the buzzer.
Yeah, you could tell the buzzer went off right when he shot it, but that's going to be the end of your first quarter. It's 10-8, Manton up by 2, and man, it didn't think it was going to end up in the first quarter of Boyne City only down by 2. Looked like Manton was just going to take over, but Boyne City clawing their way back into it, 10-8. While we're at the quarter break, again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Man, thank you very much for all the Manton sponsors, all the Boyne City sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, we have Charlevoix Screen Masters, proudly serving Charlevoix County for all their screening needs. The Boyne Trading Company, dressing all of Boyne in Rambler Spirit Wear. The Jody Fritchie Agency of Farm Bureau, offering friendly new local insurance services in Boyne City. WB Builders of Boyne City, a residential builder proud to be a supporter of Rambler Athletics. The Mary Inn Restaurant in Manton, all kinds of good eats there.
Yummy, yummy.
Manton Tire and Party Store, your full-line tire supplier. Call us at 231-829-3061. Lucky Hydraulics and Equipment Sales for all your small engine, camping, lodging, and logging and lawn and garden needs. Lucky Forest Products for all your logging and trucking needs. Cast Iron Kitchen in Manton. A little bit of everything for anyone. And law offices of McCurdy, Wotilla, and Porteous in Cadillac. Legal experts, local people.
Thank you again, all you sponsors. Great to be a part of the Rambler Sports Network. Too bad that it only happens once a year when Manton and Boyne City face off. Well, there was a Manton shot and a over-the-back foul against Manton on that rebound, and Boyne City is going to get the ball here. Down by 2. There's a tip pass by Manton. Out of bounds. It's still going to be Boyne City ball. Eric Carson going to check in for Max Vondra. So on the floor right now for the Ramblers, you have Carson, Hewitt, Ager, Gardner, and McPherson. For the Rangers, it's Perry, Helzel, Shazri, Rule, and Solani.
And Hewitt gets out of trouble there, kicks it almost to half court, almost threw it over Mason Gardner's head, who grabs it. There's that spin move. No good. Manton coming the other way.
Yeah, you can see Shazri was right there waiting for Gardner on his spin move. He's been scouting. Missed by Manton. Rebound Ramblers. Here they come.
That's Solani, and man, can he shoot too. We're going to get a foul as Kane McPherson goes to the hole from the right side. He'll be on the floor.
And that's a foul on Jaden Perry. As Kane was flying by there, he reached in, poked at it. They're going to call him for a foul. Boyne City getting their ball under their own basket. McPherson goes right in and misses a quick bunny. Again, he's right there at the rim and missed an easy one.
Well, we talked about those tired legs.
Great drive and dish. Hunter Rule out to Solani. Solani misses the 3, and then there's going to be a foul on the rebound.
Well, that was a drive and kick. Mason Gardner had to leave his man Solani in the corner, and that's a tough guy to leave. You hate to give up a layup, but you don't want Solani shooting a 3 either. And we started this game with Boyne, I think, had the first 2 or 3 fouls, and since then the Rangers have picked up 7 to Boyne's 1.
Now Boyne City now with the ball, down by 2. Carson gets it on the wing, looking at a 3.
And Coach Redmond is at the table trying to figure out something. I'm not sure.
It should be a 1-and-1. He's calling for a 1-and-1, and they're not shooting right now. It's a 7th foul. It should be 1-and-1, and he's calling for it, and the referees aren't calling for it.
This is going to be an issue.
It will be. He's trying to tell him, he's not mad at him, he's just trying to tell him they missed the bonus here. So they're playing on, and while they're playing on, Kane McPherson dropped a bucket, tied it up 10-10.
Well, that's a critical mistake by the referees if that number up there is correct, because Boyne has lost an opportunity at the line.
They have. And Hunter Rule comes down for Manton and drops a 3-pointer on the top of the key to make it 13-10.
Redmond has made his point very clearly, and the referee is refusing to stop play, which you can understand, but You wonder how this is going to get corrected.
Yeah, that's a bad mistake in a regional championship. Not to knock the officials, but that's just a mistake that should have been called dead ball. As soon as it was made aware, they should have just whistled and
yeah, the table actually will buzz that in if the referees don't catch it.
Yep.
But we're still playing no dead ball since then.
Boyne City, great move by Hewitt, drive and dish. Gardner now with the ball, looking for a spin, gets it to Ager. Ager's not going to do anything out there at the three-point line, but Kane McPherson will, and he drops it. Ties it up, 13-13.
That's a big shot by Kane. That's not really what he wants to do. Oh, there's a walk on Manton, and our first dead ball, so we're going to...
Yeah, Trey Helzel was going to be a good move, but the feet are moving a little bit faster than the ball, and he traveled.
We're going to see this replay of this three. Kane McPherson will slide over and step up. He looks pretty comfortable. It's a long shot. He leans into it and drains it.
Well, he's been kind of cold from outside, and they were giving him a little bit of cushion. I'm sure they'll close out on him now.
My only thought about that 1-and-1 might be that I guess I don't remember which foul it was.
It was on a rebound foul here.
It was on a rebound, so that would be why there's no shot if Boyne didn't have possession. But
that's a weird call. But as we were talking there, Max Vondra got it down in the post and gets fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot too. Tie ball game. Max Vondra, a very big freshman. Feed him the ball down in the post, and they think they can get some Manton Rangers in foul trouble down there. Knocks down the first one, 14-13. Boyne City takes the lead.
Terry Berry's back there in Boyne, and Charlevoix listening to the game, wondering what the score is. 14-13 Boyne. He should be grading math tests, I think.
Again, we apologize. We're trying to do kind of an audio and a video broadcast. Normally when we do video, the score is on the screen, so we're trying to do a little bit of a both. So, well, that was Hunter Rule driving hard to the rack, gets fouled. And he's going to go to the line and shoot too. 14-13, 4:35 to go before halftime.
Well, McPherson and Gardner both fouled him. I guess McPherson got him first, and Mason Gardner once again guarding the rim.
Rule knocks down the first free throw to bring them up to 14. It's a tie ball game now, 14-14, and Rule gonna, oh, he missed the second. Thought he was pretty automatic shooter at the line. Missed it, and we're still deadlocked at 14. Vondra gets it, does a backdoor to Carson. Carson can't handle it, but he throws it off the feet.
Ooh, that was an athletic save. Excuse me.
Man, I thought for sure they're going to give it to Manton.
They're calling it.
The crowd's going to get into it now. You're going to hear it now.
The referee's going to get into that too and help him change the call. They're going to
there you go.
He
changed it. It was a good change.
Yeah.
This place is going to get ugly if.
That happened fast, and that wasn't where the ref expected the ball to go, so we may not have seen it clearly, but we had a pretty good view here, as did this ref.
So Boyne City ball underneath their own basket, still tied at 14. Lob pass to Gardner, trying to get that dunk. He still just catches it, loses it, and it goes off the foot of Ethan Hewitt, and it's going to be Manton ball.
Well, this is a battle. I don't know if you can feel how intense this is. This crowd is loud. The gym is absolutely packed, with the exception of the upper deck, which is about half full.
That's crazy. We still need to get our volumes turned up. I can still barely hear you, Fritch.
I'm just watching your lips.
I can't barely hear each other. Manton now with the ball. 14-14, under 4 minutes to go now till halftime, and it is a heavyweight matchup here, and they're pretty evenly matched.
Absolutely, and Boyne, we talked about this at the beginning of the lane, the importance of Boyne's guards as Carson fouls,
Solani.
who was that, Solani, but the importance for Boyne in keeping Manton's guards in front of them, and Carson wasn't quite able to do that, but we've seen pretty good defense on both ends.
Solani going to the line for two. Solani, one of their outstanding three-point shooters, all-around shooters, we should say. And he hasn't hit any big threes tonight yet, but I'm sure he will throughout the game. Well, he splits the pair. Gardner comes up with a rebound for Boyne. They're going to push, get it up to McPherson quickly.
Yeah, I thought McPherson had a lane there along the baseline, but that's a good choice to pull it out, run a little bit of offense again.
There's Hewitt for three. Off the mark, Gardner gets the rebound, put back, miss. On the floor goes Rule, and he gets it. And Darius Powder had the rebound, and he's trying to get rid of it, and I think Vondra fouled him. So,
well, Vondra didn't like that call. It certainly wasn't a lot of contact there. He was trying to keep the outlet pass from happening.
Manton ball, 15-14. They're up by 1. 3:20 to go before halftime. Here comes Jaden Perry. Gets it to Helzel. Helzel gets it to Rule. It's been hot tonight. Good defense by Kane McPherson on Rule. Perry now with the ball, and Hewitt on him. Hewitt did a great job against Bell from Whittemore Prescott on Monday, and he draws another defensive challenge here tonight with Jaden Perry. There's Rule with a 3, missed, and they're going to get Solani over the back of Gardner for a tip. It was a smart play to try to tip that rebound, but he had too much body on Gardner, and they're going to call a foul on that. And
well, there's the question we had before. We were sort of second guessing ourselves. That should have been, I think, 1-and-1 on that 7th foul by Manton. And I haven't seen Coach Redmond talk to the refs again, so I wonder if he got an explanation. I don't know what it would have been, but.
Well, I guess the foul was on Carson, so Carson goes to the line to shoot.
I want to take just a second here while we're shooting this free throw to another quick shout out to former Superintendent of Boyne City Public Schools, Peter Moss, listening to us in Washington. Mike Wise, tech guy from the ISD. Hey, Mikey, how you doing?
Mike, we have some technical issues here with our laptop. Could you drive down real quick and take care of them? Well, Eric Carson knocks down the free throws. It's now 16-15. Boyne City up by 1. 2:40 left to go before halftime. Manton with the ball. They get it out to Solani. Solani's going to drive the paint. Kick it out to Perry. Perry goes up against Hewitt. Draws contact, and Hewitt's going to foul him. He's tough. Both these guys are tough. Well, it's a great matchup tonight between Perry and Hewitt.
Yeah, Perry got that call because of, well, we'll see this quick replay, but watch this pump fake in the lane. It'll be right down in here momentarily. Go ahead and run it. He's got some quick moves. There's the pump fake, and then he goes up through Hewitt. But that pump fake, you know, refs want to call that foul on the defender after a pump fake. So really that was a great play. It wasn't a lot of contact, but because of that move and the step through, refs just have it's a tradition. You call that foul.
Got to call it. But Perry knocks down the first one to tie the game back up at 16 with 2:24 left to go. Ager comes in for Hewitt, who has 2 fouls now. That was a costly foul. He's going to sit till the 3rd quarter, I'm sure, but it's only 2:24 to go before halftime. Perry, the talented junior, knocks down both free throws, and Manton takes a 1-point lead again. 17-16. Kane drives baseline, makes that layup against Hunter Rule.
Strong finish. He was a little bit more measured that time. He went up strong with 2 hands and finished with his right.
18-17. Boyne City now up by 1. Trading buckets here.
Well, this has been even more of a game than we were hoping for. This is fantastic all around.
Solani knocks it down for Manton. I tell you what, on that, when he got down on that possession, he was calling for the ball in the baseline. They didn't find him. He worked his way to the top of the key and knocks down a 3 to go up 20-18.
Ooh, Kane got fouled on the drive and somehow muscled that ball up off the rim and got the foul call.
Yeah, that foul is going to go on Hunter Rule, and that's his 2nd foul. And you know, you watch those talented teams in college and the pros, and when it gets into playoff basketball, you got to have a guy like Kane McPherson or like Jaden Perry who can handle the ball and just take their defender in and get a foul call and go to the free throw line if they need to. And that's you got 2 guys that do it the best in Northern Michigan, I think, in Kane McPherson and Jaden Perry. They both take care of the ball, very good dribblers, and very good with their body of drawing contact.
And he will make the 2nd as well. I don't know if there's anybody left in Boyne or Manton tonight, but if there's anybody out there listening, shoot us a tweet to @TeamBCVI. That's Team BCVI. Let us know where you're listening from, what you're doing.
what you're eating. We've already heard from some Boyne City people. We want to hear from some Manton people if you're listening to this broadcast. Tell us a little bit about the Mary Inn restaurant or Cast Iron Kitchen in Manton. I want to know what they're serving. We're getting hungry up here.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially if you're listening from out of town. Let us know where you are.
Well, again, we thank all of our sponsors, Lutke Forest Products Incorporated, Manton Tire and Party Store, the Cast Iron Kitchen we already talked about, WB Builders of Boyne City, the Jody Fritchie Agency. Just a great show of support here in March Madness to come out and help us do these broadcasts. Well, 1:42 left before halftime, and it's tied up 20-20. Little side trivia while we're waiting here. Boyne City teacher Michelle Deming played at Gwynn up in the Yoop, and she just texted me, said that she played when she was in high school as a sophomore. She played for a regional championship here in this same Houghton Lake gymnasium. So hopefully a little Boyne City magic will happen here.
Well, we want to know what year that was and what team that was against, if you can share that info with us.
And if you still had the white snake hair going during the game. Well, there's Perry with a missed three, and Boyne City's going to come up with a rebound.
That was an aggressive shot there. He's a great shooter.
That's one of the first shots I've seen him take from outside, and I think he'll start to look to that more. He and Solani and Rule, very good shooters all around the perimeter.
Well, Coach Redmond's calling a play, or it looks more like a play than a delay. There's still a minute 10 left in the second quarter. And Manton has gone to a zone here, a 2-3 zone that they also do very well. They're such a great man defense team. But the scouting report says they do really well with their 2-3 zone as well.
The scouting report is they do really well on any defense. They're really fundamentally sound on defense, very well coached. Whatever you run, their coach, Ryan Hiller, great coach. Heard a lot of good things about him from the Manton faithful. He was a player here at Manton.
Well, my only question now is, and this is an interesting call because that defensive change at the end of the half can really throw you out of what you're doing, but they have a little bit less ability to put pressure on the ball. They're sort of conceding the last shot to Boyne here.
Yep. Boyne City still holding the ball, and miscommunication by Kane and Mason Gardner, and he throws it out of bounds with 17 seconds to go before halftime. So that one didn't work out too well for the Ramblers.
Well, Gardner was faking it. He wanted to come up top and run more clock, and Kane was being a little bit more aggressive. So we have a quick tweet here from @James Martin. Jim and Beth Martin, parents of Sarah, say, "Go Ramblers," from 2 former Red Raiders. Go Boyne. Well, thanks for the support. On behalf of the Ramblers, good to hear from you.
Sarah Martin, awesome kid, awesome student. Must come from the awesome parents, right? There's Manton with the ball with 4 seconds to go before halftime. Ball's in Perry's hands. Great jump stop, and that one's going to be short.
That was outstanding defense. A block by Gardner. He just went straight up, got a fingertip on it, and stopped the shot. We go to the half, knotted at 20.
Yeah, and this has been everything we've expected here. They're evenly matched teams, both doing a great job defensively, and it is tied. That's going to show it's tied at halftime, 20-20. We're going to start third quarter just like it's a brand new game here with a couple fouls thrown in. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break while we catch our breath and get some popcorn and something to drink. You are listening and eventually watching the Rambler Sports Network. We will be back after this short message.
Join the race to fight brain disease at the Boyne City Triathlon the Sunday morning before Labor Day. Athletes can compete in a sprint distance duathlon or sprint and Olympic distance triathlons. Come race at an amazing venue, receive great swag, large cash prizes, and help raise funds for neurological research at the Mayo Clinic. For more information and registration, visit BoyneCityTriathlon.com. Sponsored by Boyne USA, Dr. Tanny Schwartz Dental Clinics, and Live Boyne.
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why do I love to live Boyne?
I love to live Boyne because of the way that the community comes together to support a greater cause. The support and involvement we had in our recent football jersey fundraiser for the Cancer Crusaders was really something that made me proud to live in Boyne City. My name is Sydney McLeod, and I am a student here at Boyne City High School.
Hi, my name is Michaela Rogers.
Ashley Branch.
And my name is Cole Butler.
Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman.
And I play softball.
And I play basketball.
I play soccer.
I play basketball and baseball at Kalkaska High School.
Boyne City High School.
Play soccer at Elk Rapids High School.
At Harbor Springs High School.
At Grayling High School.
Thank you for tuning in.
And watching a Lake Michigan Conference athletic contest.
We hope to see you back online soon, watching more of our great sportsmanship,
athletes,
and extracurricular excellence.
And we are Lake Michigan Conference.
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why am I proud to live Boyne?
I like to live Boyne because of places like the Avalanche Mountain Reserve. I feel lucky to have such a beautiful and cool place so close that provides the community with such fantastic opportunities for exercise and outdoor activities. My name is Garrett Fogo and I run cross country and am involved in DECA here at Boyne City High School.
Thought there was no better way to do that than to put on the striped shirt and pick up a whistle and stop complaining about the officials and go do something about it.
And there was guys that were nice enough to do it and volunteer their time when I was a kid coming through school, so I'm just paying it forward.
Initially, I got into officiating because I was a coach and I wanted to learn more about our sport. Now I officiate because I want to make a difference.
You can be a referee.
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why am I proud to live Boyne?
I love to live Boyne because of the community support for youth involvement. The summer workouts in the park that are run by the Rehab Center, as well as the Boyne 4-H Swim School, are and always will be great memories of my childhood. I'm Emma Vondra, a basketball, volleyball, and softball student athlete here at Boyne City High School.
Boyne City High School, this is Jen. I can get a message to Thurnis, thanks. Closet as fast as you can.
-2+.
I was told to bring this to Thurnis.
All right, Thurnis, up here. Paper. Please take this back to Jen. Thank you.
High school football game night is a unique experience, uniting a community in so many ways and showcasing other school activities. This grand setting helps kids learn life skills and build lifetime relationships in the safest environment ever, where teacher coaches, equipment, rules, and safety protocols minimize risks. It's a true celebration of participation. Support your local school and its young people who enjoy this privilege.
Why I like to live Boyne?
Why do I love to live Boyne?
Why am I proud to live Boyne? Because places like our library. Our library goes beyond being a place for research. There are author visits, places for community members to hold events, ebooks, computers, book clubs, and a large variety of programs for adults, teens, and children. It is amazing to have a library that is so involved in the community. My name is Jill Solomon. I'm a student here at Boyne City High School, and I am involved in our band, robotics, and drama program.
Hi, my name is Stuart Green.
Ashley Branch.
And my name is Cole Butler.
Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman.
And I play softball.
And I play basketball.
I play soccer,
basketball, and football at Petoskey High School.
Boyne City High School.
Play soccer at Elk Rapids High School.
Grayling High School.
Harbor Springs High School.
Thank you for tuning in and watching a Michigan High School Athletic Association contest.
We hope to see you back online soon watching more of our great sportsmanship,
athletes, and extracurricular excellence.
And extracurricular excellence.
We are MHSAA.
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why I like to live Boyne? Why am I proud to live Boyne?
I am proud to live Boyne because of the way that the high school athletes treat and help younger kids in our town. When I was younger, it meant a lot to me to be helped and included by the varsity athletes. And now, I am proud to take them under my wing and make a difference in their lives. I know these kids I help will someday grow up and do the same. The tradition will continue. That is a good feeling. My name is Corey Redmond. I play basketball and football here at Boyne City High School.
Why do I like to live Boyne?
Why do I like to live Boyne? Why am I proud to live Boyne?
Why do I love to live Boyne? For the events our town puts on, like Stroll the Streets. It's a great way to meet up with their friends and socialize with new people. Friday nights in the summer, you just can't beat them. My name is Caden Coates. I'm a student at Boyne City High School, and I'm in band and drama.
At the half, and we're going to take this time right now to thank our sponsors.
Well, we have a number of sponsors tonight. It's a special game. The coverage is going to be great. My News 26 will be airing this broadcast later, but our sponsors for this evening, Charlevoix Screen Masters Incorporated, proudly serving Charlevoix County for all your screening needs. The Boyne Trading Company, dressing all of Boyne in Rambler spirit wear.
You can see some of that here in the Rambler Rowdy section tonight, man. It's packed.
Quite a bit of it. The Jody Fritchie Agency of Farm Bureau, offering friendly new local insurance services in Boyne City and around northern Michigan. WB Builders of Boyne City, a residential builder, proud to be Rambler supporters and great big Rambler supporters.
I think the Browns are all here tonight, aren't they?
I think we were looking for Deb at halftime to do another hot seat with us.
Yeah.
We weren't able to find her, though, so we'll put that on hold for a later date. With the Mary Inn Restaurant in Manton, we're still looking to hear some more details of the menu. The shaved prime rib sandwich.
The wet burrito sounds good to me. Yeah, the Mary Inn. I'm going to have to check that place out. Get down there and get your wet burrito.
The Manton Tire and Party Store, your full-line tire supplier. Call us at 231-829-3061.
That's a good combination. The tire and party store.
While you're waiting to fix your car,
yeah, you get
grab a Mountain Dew.
That's good.
Lutke Hydraulics and Equipment Sales in Manton for your small engine, camping, logging, and lawn and garden needs. They got a lot of stuff, probably some tools that we could find some use for.
That's right. I got a few chainsaws that need to be worked on. So.
And I can't find my chainsaw. So.
maybe you need to get there and get one.
And Lucky Forest Products Incorporated for all your logging and trucking needs. The Cast Iron Kitchen in Manton, a little bit of everything for anyone.
I think I could find something I like there.
And the law offices of McCurdy, Wotilla, and Porteous in Cadillac, legal experts and local people. And we'll also want to let you know about our My News 26 agreement. We welcome all of our My News 26 viewers from all over northern Michigan tuning in to today's game. We're excited to partner with My News 26 to bring you outstanding high school athletic events from around northern Michigan. Both My News 26 and the Rambler Sports Network know the value of educational athletics and are proud to present this experience to our viewers across the My News 26 viewing area, from Cadillac north to the bridge and beyond. This RSN My News 26 broadcast has been brought to you by the Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. For nearly 80 years, Great Lakes Energy has been serving Michigan residents with reliable electricity. Local and community-minded, Great Lakes Energy is looking out for you.
Yeah, and this game will be broadcast Thursday at 8 o'clock, again on Saturday at 11 and Sunday at 4. Boyne City with the ball right away to start the third quarter, and Kane McPherson, little pump fake there on a drive, and he traveled, and it's going to be Manton ball.
They ran him a play to get him going to his left with some open space, and he made the shot but traveled first.
There's Manton with the ball. Baker down low, gets into trouble and just kicks it out to Rule.
We have a quick tweet here from Math teacher Mrs. McDizzle from Boyne City High School. We can feel the intensity. Well, I hope so.
It is.
Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah, it's a packed house here tonight. It is awesome. There's Baker with the ball for Manton. Both teams continuing good defense, sorry.
Yeah, Manton doing a little bit more moving of the ball here on offense. That was a good possession. They ran some clock and got a good shot.
Well, after the Solani miss, Boyne City comes back with the ball here. Still tied, 20-20. McPherson with the ball right in front of the Rambler Rowdies. He's going to try to drive, pump fake, and he traveled again. He's just slipping on the floor. He's trying to stop on a dime, but it's
made the shot once again. Just a little stutter step there at the end.
It's too bad. It's 20-20 now still, and here comes Perry from Manton. Solani looking for the shot. Doesn't take it, gets it to Rule. And Helzel's going to take a shot and miss it, but Baker's going to come up with a rebound, go up strong, miss it. There's Solani, misses the putback, misses it again, and then finally puts it in. 22-20, Manton.
They are very, very tough on the offensive glass. That was 3 offensive rebounds right there.
Here's Hewitt. Kane with the ball. He's going to try not to travel this possession. He just kind of slows him down. He's getting gun shy now because he's traveled the last 2 times. There was a steal by Perry, but Carson steals it back, and then Solani.
Late call on the foul on Solani. That'll be at least his second. Well, with the trouble that Boyne's having on offense to start this quarter here, you just can't give up offensive putbacks to Manton.
Boyne City gets the ball out of bounds now, down by 2. Carson with the ball. He drives, kicks out to Kane. Here comes a screen by Ager. He goes the opposite way, and McPherson takes it all the way to the rack. He loves that move where he'll get a screen on his left. He'll just fake it, go right. Fake the defense out. He went all the way to the rack to tie it up at 22.
Well, go ahead.
Helzel takes it down the lane and kicks it out to Baker, who he travels.
Cora Hager with a tweet here, getting rowdy on the way to the National Snowcross Championship. Go Boyne. Where are you, Cora?
Well, wherever you're going, good luck in the national championships. I know you've had a great season, and man, we hope you do well. Ethan Hewitt now with the ball, still tied up, 22-22, gets it out to Kane. Kane's going to go right in the paint, stop and pop there from about 12, and he knocks it down.
That may be Boyne's biggest lead of the game here at 2.
There's Perry on Hewitt down there underneath the paint. He drives right there. I don't know how he got that off underneath the backboard, but he got the bucket and Hewitt fouled him.
Well, it's just one of those things that develops if you don't keep your guy in front of you, and Hewitt's got to stay tight with him because he can shoot, but nice play.
That's the 3rd foul on Hewitt. Ties up the game 24-24, then breaks the lead because Perry makes the free throw, so they're up by 1 now.
And we're going to get a talking to between Dylan Williams and Wyatt Baker, who are wrapped up there, and they're arguing, he's bear hugging me. No, he's bear hugging me.
Trevor King checking in for Hewitt. He's got 3 fouls. Boyne City ball, and Manton is going to go on a little full court pressure here. Kind of a soft full court pressure. Trevor King on the wing with the ball. Here comes Dylan Williams for a screen. Trevor's going to use it, go all the way in, and get fouled in the paint. And he's going to go shoot 2.
Well, that looked like a set play for Trevor King, which we probably haven't seen this whole postseason. But he made a strong take there and gets fouled. You know, Ethan Hewitt's out of the game. Obviously, Trevor King's in, but you know, Ethan Hewitt has made himself really an indispensable part of this team over the last couple of months. He has played a lot more minutes maybe than he did early in the season, but he's done very well on both ends of the court.
Yeah, he's had a tough couple matchups again, Monday night and then tonight. Both teams, Whittemore and now Manton, have very, very quick point guards who handle the ball pretty much exclusively on offense, and he has done a great job of keeping them in front of him. Well, Trevor King misses both free throws, 25-24. Manton coming down. There's Rule. Drive and dish out to Perry. Perry goes in. He's going to kick it out to Baker for 3, and he missed it. and Trevor King gets the rebound.
All his shots are good looking and close. That was almost rattled in there.
Yeah, when you have a big guy like that can screen and then pop to shoot, it's tough.
Well, and you can see the start of this half on offense. Boyne's done a couple new things. They ran at least one new set, but they're going to ride Kane McPherson. He's going to get in the hole and make things happen, or
Hunter
not.
Rule,
but that's how Boyne's going to play it.
Hunter Rule picks up his 3rd foul right there on Kane, driving to the wing. Just a little hand check. There's Gardner with a spin, and he gets the bucket to go. Man, he was way off balance on that spin. And now Kane McPherson comes up and plays a little shutdown defense on Jaden Perry. Doesn't let him get the ball.
And McPherson loves that drive to the right and spin back around.
Yep, 26-25 now. Boyne City up by 1.
And Pat Kluster listening back home as Boyne blocks a shot and gives up an offensive rebound, blocks another shot, gets the rebound. Pat Kluster listening to the game, watching a beautiful sunset over a frozen Lake Michigan. Probably not frozen, but a cold Lake Michigan. Go Ramblers. Hey, Pat.
Thanks for tuning in, as you always do. Although when the districts were in Charlevoix, I saw you make an appearance. There's Kane McPherson in the paint again for a little 12-footer, and he dropped that one. 28-25 now. Boyne City up by 3. And again, this is like the biggest spread that either team has had, except for that 9-0 deficit at the beginning of the game. So this is a tight one all the way down to the wire, hopefully.
Yeah, that 9-0 deficit seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. 9 points. There's a huge lead in this game. Solani off the mark for 3. Trevor King wrangles the rebound.
Well, that's great. We're getting good minutes from Trevor King. Well, Hewitt's out of the game. That's going to be extremely important.
Well, and you look at some of the foul trouble here. Rule for Manton's got 3. Baker's got 3. And then on the Rambler side, Ethan Hewitt has 3. So this is going to come into play here towards the end. And there's Trevor King with the drive, and he misses the layup. And Helsel comes up with a rebound for Manton.
Very
Gets
nice
it to
take.
Perry. Perry stop and pop for 3. Knocks it down. Ties the game at 28. Man, that was a pretty looking shot.
Yeah, that's a big swing. That missed layup. It was a great take, but a missed layup, and Manton comes right back with the 3 by Perry.
McPherson against 2 players goes up and gets the layup.
Wow.
30-28 now. There's Perry, who's going to stop and pop again at the 3-point line and miss it.
And Kane with a rebound.
That's some of the toughest shooting to do when you're coming down, flying down on a break, and you just stop on the 3-point line on a dime and shoot. There's Carson driving the lane for Boyne, misses the layup. Baker with the rebound. And here comes Perry. You got to watch him now. You got to come up. McPherson against 2 players. Oh, he slips. And Dylan Williams gets a gift. And here comes Boyne. McPherson takes a long 2.
Not the shot we wanted. 15, 16 footer.
Solani with the rebound. Goes to Helsel for 3, and he gets blocked by Kane, who saves it before it goes out of bounds.
Unbelievable. Going down to the far left corner, he blocks the shot. Grabs it, tiptoes in the corner, turns around, throws it to a guy he can barely see.
That was a tremendous athletic play.
We're gonna see this. We're gonna see this replay, I think.
I'll tell you what, while they're setting that replay up, yeah, this is the...
I don't know what the replay is, but chances are it involves Kane McPherson from this half. But you'll see Kane come through here, watch him just squeak his toes in over here in the corner and get it back to Gardner there. Watch this. Great catch, checks his feet, gets up in the air and turns and makes a great pass to Gardner. Unbelievable.
Well, and there's a timeout on the floor, and you could tell both teams needed it because they were gassed. Solani gets the rebound down here at this end and gets the outlet out, and I saw him kind of walking up the floor because he's gassed. And then you see Kane McPherson hustle all the way down, block that shot, and then he's walking back to the bench. He is gassed. It is going to come down to who has the legs here tonight for a regional championship. It's 30-28. Boyne City up by 2. 2 minutes to go here in the third. And if you remember Monday night's game, this is right about the time when Boyne City exploded, and they didn't look back against Whittemore Prescott. So see if Boyne City can do that again, or if Manton can keep trading buckets. Here's Gardner down the lane, gets blocked by Baker. Ager gets it, throws it off of Helsel, and it's going to be Boyne City ball.
We got a tweet here from Dave Smith, 1956, listening from Brandon, Florida. Get her done, Ramblers.
I like it. Thanks for tweeting.
Howdy,
in.
Dave.
Gotta love the weather down there, of course.
We'll get a defensive substitution here for Manton.
Yeah, Solani's going to take a break. I'm telling you, he's tired. He's been hustling all night.
And these teams have played a lot of basketball like we talked about in the last week and a half.
Darius Potter knocks that. He just checked in. He knocks that pass away from Dylan Williams, and Rule comes up with it for Manton. Down by 2 now. Good cut by Helsel. Nice stop and pop. And he knocks it down to tie the game at 30.
Well, legs are going to be important. We got 9.5 minutes left here in the game, and you got to play through it.
Travel by Hewitt. Looked to pass to Carson, but Jaden Perry right there, not letting him see him, getting in the passing lane, and forced him to take a little extra step. Didn't want to throw it.
Boyne's trying to get an advantage and work fast, but they've had a number of travels in this game, just really trying to play as fast as they possibly can. It's caused a few mistakes.
Helsel with the ball, had the last bucket, kicks it out to Potter. Potter gets it to Rule, who's getting a screen by Baker. He doesn't use it.
Great
Trapped
defense
there at the free throw line. Yeah, good defense by Hewitt. Knocks that ball away, but Rule comes up with it. They get it back to Perry, who's wide open for 3. Misses it, and Hewitt's just going to let it roll out of bounds. Man, there's lots of hustle out there.
It's a great show. You might want to watch again later, but we want to remind you that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the MHSAA, Rambler Sports Network, and Boyne City High School. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Boyne City High School.
Boyne City with the ball now with 37 seconds to go here in the third. Tie ball game at 30. They're going to hold the ball, take their time for the last shot. Here comes Manton to tighten up the defense so they can't just sit there and hold it. And Rule comes up with a steal on Hewitt, and now they're going to hold for the last shot.
Oh, Baker, that's a walk, yep. He shuffled his feet through. That's exactly what we're talking about. These guys, the pace of this game is really fast in the half-court sets. Even both these teams so athletic, and guys trying to get an advantage, forgetting to dribble the ball.
Well, Baker, that's his go-to move. He can knock down that 3, and then he can pump fake that 3 and then take you to the rack. And that time knew he was going to the rack, and he was a little excited and traveled. Here comes the Ramblers with 10 seconds to go here in the third. They got to do something quick if they want to get a shot. Gardner has 6 seconds to go. He's going to drive right in, kick it out to Ager. Ager's going to take a baseline jumper off the mark. Dylan Williams can't get the rebound in time, and that's going to be the end of your third quarter, deadlocked at 30. So second quarter tied at 20, third quarter tied at 30. I don't know about you, but this smells like overtime. Might have to be late drive home tonight.
We may need overtime to thank all the sponsors we have for this game. And there's so many groups that have come out from the Manton and Boyne City communities to support these guys. So our thanks to Charlevoix Screen Masters, proudly serving Charlevoix County for all your screening needs. The Boyne Trading Company, dressing all of Boyne and Rambler Spirit Wear. A lot of that clothing is on display here tonight, as you said. The Jody Fritchie Agency of Farm Bureau, available upnorthinsurance.com. WB Builders of Boyne City, longtime sponsors of Rambler Athletics. Residential builder, does great work. The Mary Inn Restaurant in Manton. We've not been there, but we will. Back and forth from one of these upcoming fishing trips. Manton Tire and Party Store. We may stop there, hopefully for the party and not for the tire repair. Yeah. But your full-line tire supplier, call us at 231-829-3061. Lucky Hydraulics and Equipment Sales in Manton for all your small engine, camping, logging, and lawn and garden needs. Lucky Forest Products for all your logging and trucking needs. We may have to stop in there and see if there are any more tools we need. Cast Iron Kitchen in Manton, a little bit of everything for anyone. Hopefully that includes us. And the law offices of McCurdy, Wotilla, and Porteous and Cadillac. Legal experts and local people.
Thank you, sponsors. Start of the fourth quarter here. Manton with the ball, and Baker takes it down the lane and misses. Deadlocked at 30, and this quarter is it. Kane McPherson, some tricky dribbling right through everybody, and he drops the layup and gets fouled.
That was the play of the game. Ager with the rebound on the other end. Kane McPherson on this end. A couple dribbles to his right, couple to his left, couple to his right, and he finishes right at the rim. That was absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we got a replay. Watch this play here. He gets a little screen from Ager, gets around, he goes right, goes left, goes right, and finishes. I mean, that is absolutely textbook.
If you've ever wondered while you're doing youth basketball and doing any practices why you got to dribble around cones or chairs or anything like that, that is why right there. Right, left, and then finish.
Yeah, keep that replay close. We may need to watch that one again later. That was absolutely spectacular. And maybe we can catch that real quick. You guys in the truck. Again, we got all the kids working the truck. Calc's on the bench. Look at that quick response. We got the play up. Or close to it. There it is. So screen left to watch him. I won't put anything on the screen. He goes right, goes left, goes right, around that. And, man, low dribbles. Great play.
Well, 32-30 now. Boyne City up by 2 in your fourth quarter for the regional championship.
And that was a great play, not only by Kane McPherson, but those guys in the truck. I kind of put them on the spot there.
Yeah, they're answering the call. There's Rule inside a three-point, misses it. Baker saves it out to Perry. Man, that was a great save by Wyatt Baker.
He wants
Perry,
the ball. Baker does.
Gets it on Dylan Williams, and it gets blocked by Dylan Williams.
Dylan got beat, but man, Baker didn't see how long those arms are.
Oh man, the length of Dylan Williams comes up big against Baker, who's wondering why he didn't get a foul. Well, it's Boyne City ball coming down now, up by 2. And Dylan Williams, that was a huge block. In a game like this, where every possession counts, that's a huge block. McPherson now gets it to Carson. They're going to take their time now. Still 6:30 to go in the game, but they're going to be real patient and work the legs of Manton. Gardner trapped in the corner. Gets it out to McPherson, who gets fouled by Jaden Perry. That was a late whistle, man.
That was a late whistle. I want to go back to, not to that play in particular of Kane's, but, you know, at this level, you got a guy like Kane that is picking apart a defense the way he is. You know this defense is geared for that. They're trying to stop that. They're not just letting that happen, so that's a lot of credit to Kane right now. Yeah, you guys can't see how fast these guys are. Both teams real fast, and for Kane to zigzag dribble through all those, that's some skill right there. And Perry is denying him all over the court right now. Doing a fantastic job. Man, Perry is quick. He's making it real hard. And there's going to be a foul on Perry against Kane tried to make the handoff up at the top of the key. That's going to be five or six fouls on the Rangers. That's 6. So the next one will put Boyne at the line. And as you showed me there, that's 3 on Perry. I mean, he's a talented guy. He's not going to fall out of this game, but it changes your mindset up just a little bit. Well, Boyne City going on a little bit of a run, I guess you could say, by being up by 2, and they're going to take a timeout, and we're going to take that time to look at a replay of the block. And you pause this right here. This ball comes into the right side there. Yep, stop it right there. That pass comes into the right side. Dylan's on his left, and he gets open to the right. A little shake to the right, goes to the left, and Dylan comes from behind the play. Watch him come across the top and block that shot. So really, Dylan got beat, and he was saved by his athleticism and long arms there. But you can do that when you have a 9-foot wingspan. That's right. Well, Baker is a lot bigger than he is, so he used his body, but he didn't realize he had the length. So. Yep. Well, we're talking about the replay crew there in the truck, so we want to let you know tonight's lineup down there. Our director this evening, these are all students, by the way, Anna Harmeling. Our technical director, Jared Frank of Petoskey. Replay, Haley Fogo. Good job, Fogo Stick, doing well. Audio, Harmeling. Graphics, stats, and tweets. Been busy tonight. Emma Vondra, and we will finish that off later. All right, we are out of the timeout now. Boyne City's going to get the ball. Gardner's going to take it out, and Perry is now chasing Eric Carson around. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Boyne City up by 2, and they are patiently working their offense. There's McPherson, gets trapped in the corner. He kicks it out to Carson, and they are going after everything for Boyne City's guards. They're making it real hard for them to do anything. Good defense by Perry on Carson. He is some kind of defender, Perry is. So I mean, you'd call him short, but man, he is so low to the ground. He can move so quick. I wouldn't even realize that he's one of the shorter players out there. Well, this is only a 2-point game. Boyne running some clock. Redmond says keep moving the ball, but the Ramblers got to be aggressive here yet. They're going to call a foul on Jaden Perry. There's a tie-up,
It was a smart move by Perry. He gets a...
Nope, that's going to be on Boyne and Kane McPherson.
Well, I was just going to tell you that I didn't realize it went on Kane McPherson, but the smart play of Jaden Perry, he was trying to get around that screen. He got hit pretty good with a normal, legal screen, but he got tangled up, and as he went down, he kind of wrapped up Kane, and they called a foul on Kane. It's a smart, heady play by a junior to get the call to go his way. Well, they get the ball here down by 2 with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Well, you'll see this on video later, but it's getting testy.
It's a regional championship on the line here. And Rule takes it right in. Kane McPherson was going to go up for it, but thought he better not get that foul, so Rule ties it 32-32. Gardner goes right up strong, misses it. Ager gets the rebound. He goes up, gets the little roller to go up by 2 again. Man, he's strong down there in the post.
Gardner was determined to get to the rim, and Ager there to clean it up.
Perry takes it to Kane, misses it. Kane McPherson gets the rebound. He's going to push. He's going to go all the way up against Rule and get the bucket.
And if you notice, Perry was a little behind that play. He had a late start, but he looks a little tired.
He does. He was playing defense on or he had that drive and went out of bounds. And then he was behind the plays. 36-32, big lead for Boyne City as far as big leads in this game go. There's Perry driving into the paint. He gets Malachi.
Oh, wow, what a shot. He ran into Ager.
And Dillwill, and he still got the bucket. Bank shot, cut the lead to 2. 36-34, Boyne City up by 2. And a timeout on the floor. Man, this is exciting. I don't know if you can feel it, but the intensity is huge here.
Well, you see this replay. Kane there, he finishes with his right hand. Has a little difficult angle. Look at Cutler back there in the background. Ready to give him a high 10.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we missed that there, but most everybody in Northern Michigan knows that face.
Well, it's a regional championship on the line, and these kids are selling out. They're selling out. They're going for broke. Yeah, there's a look at Cutler.
The double high five, double fist bump. That's his move right there. Look at that. That's great. Great stuff there. Good job in the truck. Good job on cameras, guys.
You guys are killing me in the truck. Boyne City with a 2-point lead, 36-34. 4 minutes to go in the game. And it is going to be Boyne City ball.
Boyne City ball.
Boyne City ball here with 4 minutes left to go in the game for the regional title. Boyne City up by 2. A little pressure by Manton, and then we're going to go back to a little bit of working the clock on offense for Boyne City. Again, those legs are tired. They're going to just wait till they get a nice easy shot. If time goes off the clock, that's fine. This is tough to do. A lot of coaches wouldn't agree with burning clock this early. But there's a good pass into Dylan Williams. He kicks it out to Eric Carson, who wasn't even looking, and he gets it. Kane McPherson gets it, gets the bad pass, and here comes Manton. Baker goes right at the rim, gets the bucket and the foul on Dylan Williams.
Whoa, that's not a foul per se on the defense. That's a foul gained by the offense. He went to the hole, put his shoulder down, made contact, moved the defender out of the way, and got the call. And was heads up enough to finish.
Ties the game at 36. 3:25 to go in your game. Wyatt Baker for Manton at the free throw line. Try to complete the three-point play. And he gets it to go up by 1. Manton 37, Boyne City 36. 3:24 to go in your regional championship game. Ethan Hewitt back in the game for the Ramblers, handling the ball right now. Kane McPherson is getting face guarded by Solani right now. Gardner gets it in the paint, goes up strong, gets the bucket. 38-37, Boyne City now up by 1.
3 minutes left.
It is crazy in this gym right now. People are going crazy, and then they're just holding their breath.
I don't know, I got my fist clenched. I can't do much else.
I can't relax. Baker with the ball at the top of the key for Manton. Gets it down to Solani. Solani turns and deals. misses the bucket, and McPherson comes up with a rebound. 2:37 to go in the game. Boyne City up by 1. Gardner gets it, goes up strong, gets fouled by Baker, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2, and that call is going to be very unpopular for Manton, as you can hear.
Just as that last call was on the other end. I believe that's 4 on Baker.
Wow.
So he can easily play out the rest of this game, but should Manton lose Baker, that would be a major factor.
Well, they do have Darius Potter, who's coming in and giving Baker some breaks, but I'm sure you want to have Baker out on the floor till the rest of the game. So Mason misses the first free throw, still 38-37. He knocks down the second to go up by 2 with 2:30 to go. Manton now with the ball.
Coach Redmond pleading with his guys, move their feet, play hard, and there's a foul on Boyne.
Yeah, it's going to be on Kane.
Be his second, I believe.
At this point in the game, guys like Jaden Perry and Kane McPherson, like we talked earlier, can put the ball on the deck and dribble and get contact and get foul calls. And that's what Jaden Perry just did right there. Foul on Kane, that's only his second. Boyne City up by 2, 39-37, 2:15 left to go in the game. Manton taking their time on offense right now, spreading the floor, looking to isolate somebody and drive to the basket, possibly kick to a shooter. There's Perry driving to the basket, kicks out to Helzel, baseline 3. He knocks it down. 40-39 now. Manton up by 1. Here's Gardner. He comes back with a 3 off the mark. Everybody going after the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Boyne City ball.
That's a big possession. I don't know who that was off of. I didn't have a great look, but 1:53 left, 40-39 Manton. Boyne keeps possession.
Kane now with the ball. Boyne City down by 1 here. The 1:45 to go in your game. Carson with the ball. Gets it out to Hewitt. They're spreading the floor. Hewitt down the lane, gets it stolen by Rule. He's going to go all the way down for a layup. No, he gets it blocked. Solani gets the rebound, though, and there's Perry with the board, or with the kick out. And they're going to take some time off the clock. 1:25 to go in the game. Manton up by 1. Boyne City's got to do something, or they're going to hold the ball for the rest of the game. Coach Redmond telling his players to get up and try to trap.
Well, they need a foul if they're going to remain behind, because they only have 4 team fouls.
Yeah, they got to stop here. Got to get a. They're going to dribble it down. It's down to a minute to go. Boyne City down by 1. They get it to Perry. Right down the lane. Man, he was wide open, and Coach Hiller called a timeout.
Yeah, Boyne is going to have to foul here, I believe, just to get into a position where they can put Manton on the line. Obviously, you don't have to hammer somebody right away, but you need to play tough defense and be willing to give up. They're going to have to give up 3 fouls before Manton will be shooting 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's tough. So it's, yeah, 40-39. They're down by 1. Minute to go. And both teams, we just got to say it right now, have played their hearts out. This is crazy. Both student sections have cheered their hearts out. Parents are on their feet. It is crazy here in the gym. And, man, I don't know how this last minute's going to go. You just don't know. They're both very skilled teams and getting tired at this point, but still very athletic, even though they are on fumes right now for energy.
These guys got to be on fumes. The Rambler student section, the Rambler Rowdies, the Ranger Rowdies.
Yep, both student sections are packed to capacity. Again, great community support. Down to your last minute here. Manton's going to put the ball in play and barely get it in, and there's Hewitt. He's going to foul Perry, which is okay.
That'll be his 4th at least.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Or maybe that's his 5th. No, it's his 4th. Yeah, it's only 4. Again, only 15 foul. Manton going to get the ball out of bounds. 58 seconds to go.
Kane needs
There's
a
another
foul.
one.
He's got one to give.
Yeah, they got to do this to get him into the bonus. To get him to shoot.
It's possible that Boyne will play tough defense here. They may not come out and foul right away. They may play for a steal and take the foul if necessary.
56 seconds to go. Manton trying to put the ball in play. Good defense. Baker gets it for Manton. He goes all the way to the rack. misses the layup, gets fouled by Ager, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 with 53 seconds to go and a 1-point lead for Manton.
Well, he's a good shooter, so not necessarily the guy you want on the line if you're the Ramblers. Manton's probably happy with that, but that was almost disaster. Had that bucket gone in, he'd be shooting for a 4-point lead with 54 seconds left.
Boyne City calls a timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout with 53 seconds to go. Manton's up by 1, 40-39. And again, I hope you guys tune in to the live broadcast later on to see the excitement in this gym. We would like to apologize for all the people that kind of got in the way of the camera. We can't control that because this gym is just crazy. There's tons of people. It's kind of standing room only, and we positioned our cameras the best we can, but there's a lot of people here. This is an awesome game. It's a regional championship, so we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, and you know, these RSN broadcasts are brought to you by students. This is a mobile truck. They've got all their equipment. All the kids are here to do the work, and it's not an environment necessarily that they've filmed in particular, so they're trying to work out some kinks here, and a lot of people to work around.
Well, back to live action right now. Wyatt Baker is at the line shooting 2. Manton with a 1-point lead with 53 seconds to go. These are some huge free throws for this senior at the line, and he rolls the first one in. 41-39, Manton.
Well, if you're Boyne, you could give the ball to Kane McPherson. We'll start there and see what happens.
Yeah. Misses the second. Loose ball, and the rebound goes to Manton, and he gets fouled by Gardner, and he's going to go to the line. Man, that was just a weird free throw shot by Baker. Came off the rim real hard, and man, they weren't ready with their hands. That ball got skipped around. Helsel came up with it, gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line with a 2-point lead. And he knocks down his free throw.
Well, and I should have said, you know, you're going to give the ball to Kane, but you got to get the rebound on a miss. That's, you know, that's a tough bounce. Great play by Manton.
He knocks down both of them. It's 43-39. 51 seconds to go, and Boyne City's got to hurry if they're going to do anything. Gardner takes it in tough, and
ooh, that ref.
Oh, he calls a block.
Mixed his signals. He was going to call an offensive foul, and I don't think it was. I don't think he meant to do that. He was putting up 2 for 2 shots. And it sort of looked like he was going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, he was getting ready to make that call and faked out the Manton players. They thought it was going the other way, thought it was going to be a charge on Gardner, but
it was the right call.
It was the right call. Gardner at the line to shoot. He misses the first, and this is the time where you can't miss free throws. No excuses. You just got to make your free throws in this situation. 39-43.
A lot of time left, 47 seconds.
And Mason missed them both.
Ager with the rebound and a putback. 2-point game.
41 now for Boyne, 43 for Manton, and there's 38 seconds to go. They have the ball. They're getting trapped. Rule now with the ball. Hewitt on him. Hewitt's got 4 fouls. Carson comes up. They're trying to trap. 25 seconds to go.
They're trying 43. To get a foul. Hewitt's just got to foul him. He gives himself up. He's out of the game.
He's got to do it.
Had to make that play. 22 seconds left, down by 2. Manton will shoot 1 and 1.
22 seconds. And Manton is up by 2, 43-41, and that's going to be Ethan Hewitt's 5th foul. He's out of the game, and he gets a huge ovation from the crowd. And Max Bonder is going to check in. A freshman is going to check in here in a regional championship. Down by 2 with 22 seconds to go.
Boyne's got faith in him.
And Coach Redmond's going to call a 20-second timeout. He's got to draw something up here offensively. 22 seconds is an eternity here in this game.
The first thing you got to draw up is a rebound off a miss. But wow, Wow, what a game. I mean, we were so impressed with Manton on Monday night again in that win against Glen Lake. They were able to lock Glen Lake down and make some plays at the end, and it's just such a great team. This Rambler team has fought extremely hard, and to be down by 2 at this point, it's just a matter of where the game is. It could be either way right now.
Well, and you watch these teams. Obviously, we watched Boyne City more than we watched Manton. We watched Manton here tonight and Monday night, and did a little scouting on them. And I truly believe both these teams can play with anybody in the state. They don't have these big, impressive wins where they're knocking down everything and doing everything, but man, they are all competitors, and they all have their skills and their roles, and they play them well, both sides, and that's why we have a game. They're very similar match. That's why we have a game. It's 43-41 with 22 seconds to go. Manton up by 2. Jaden Perry, the junior, at the line.
You know, Coach Redmond has such a great mix of getting his guys to do certain things and also allowing them the freedom to play basketball. And, you know, you wonder, 22 seconds left, Boyne will get the ball back, and you just wonder exactly how this is going to play out.
He makes the first one. Perry, 44-41 now, 3-point lead for Manton. And like you said, Fritch, they got to get the rebound here if we have a miss. Although I don't think Jaden Perry is going to miss. He knocks them both down, 45-41, 4-point lead for Manton. 20 seconds to go. Kane with the ball. Going to get a screen from Ager. He's going to take it all the way in. Oh, jump stop. Gets it to Carson for 3. And he banks it in.
10 seconds. Mason Gardner 44. Will foul.
45-44. Manton up by 1. 10 seconds to go. And they foul right away. They foul Rule. He's going to go to the line.
Wow, there's so much going on and happening so fast. I feel like we both just need to keep talking at the same time and let people figure out what they can. But man, oh man, that shot. Carson was in the right corner right here in front of us. I thought Kane McPherson should have found a way to get a shot up at the hoop. He turns around, dishes it to Carson, who has pressure, banks it off the glass with almost no angle.
Rule at the line, makes the first one. 46-44, Manton up by 2 with 9 seconds to go. Coach Redmond thankfully has lots of timeouts left, and he's going to call a timeout with 9 seconds to go with Manton up by 2.
And maybe while we have time, we can get a replay from the truck on that Carson shot just a moment ago.
Yeah, it was a weird angle. I thought from our angle, we saw him launch it. It looked like it was going to be an air ball completely over the rim.
So... And you can't really see, but you could see the pressure on him. You catch the end of it. Let's watch that one more time. Oh, but you'll see Kane well, you don't see Kane. Carson catches his ball with pressure. Go ahead and play that, and he just goes up. He knows he's going to shoot. Great pressure there, and you can see it go off the glass there, off the high glass. And Boyne needed that bounce. So to set the scene here, you know, Manton's going to shoot one more free throw. They're up 46-44. 9 seconds exactly left on the clock. So essential that Boyne gets a rebound on a miss with a chance to tie or take the lead. And with a Manton make, Coach Redmond will have a play ready to go, I would imagine, probably for obviously for a 3.
Man, the two just great programs right here. This is just fun to watch, I tell you. You look at where we are here, watching both games on Monday, you just knew it was going to be a great matchup here tonight for the championship. Here's Rule for his second shot. He knocks it down, 47-44.
It'll be a Manton timeout.
Up by 3. Now Manton's going to take a timeout and figure out what they're going to do defensively here with the last 9 seconds and a 3-point lead. Now Boyne City's going to try to figure out how to get that 3-point shot off, or if they're going to try to drive and get fouled and the bucket, the old-fashioned 3-point play. But I would guess that they're probably going to line up somebody to shoot, whether it's Carson or Kane. But most of the guys can shoot threes on the team.
Yeah, I think you know, Carson's the guy you want to shoot it. The guy I might look to be Max Vondra. He doesn't get nervous. He's going to be open. They're going to be helping on Kane and Carson, so they keep an eye open for a broken play or something like that, because you know Carson's going to have somebody in his face.
It would be bittersweet with all of our jokes that we've made about Max Vondra, the big fella, shooting lots of threes this year. If it came down to him shooting that 3,
I'm okay with that.
I think I'd be okay. They get it to Kane. He's got 9 seconds, down to 5. He gets trapped. There's Carson, launches a 3 from way downtown, off the front of the rim. The putback goes in by Gardner, and that's going to be it. They're going to lose by 1, Boyne City. It's 47-46, and the putback by Gardner is just 1 point too short. 47-46, your regional champions are the Manton Rangers with a 1-point victory over the Boyne City Ramblers.
Carson did not have a shot. He turned, dished it to, McPherson did not have a shot, turned, kicked it out to Carson, who probably didn't know there was 4.5 seconds left, threw it up, but the advantage is they had a chance with the rebound. That's a very difficult loss and a very, very strong win for the Manton Rangers.
Yeah, again, we got to give all the credit to both of these coaches and these teams that made this just an exciting regional championship. A 1-point victory by Manton, who moves on to the quarterfinals in Petoskey next Tuesday. And a great season by your Boyne City Ramblers, who have scrapped and fought and got to this point in the season that we probably would have never expected. If you would have watched these guys in their preseason scrimmage, you never would have thought they'd be playing for a regional championship here tonight. And Manton, I think they have bumped up their resume once again by knocking off a very talented Boyne City team. Now they've taken down Petoskey, they've taken down Gaylord, they've taken down Glen Lake, they've taken down McBain, and now they've taken down Boyne City. So I think they're going to make a good run here for the state. Yeah, on paper, this is not the best team that Manton has played this year, but that was a heck of a fight. Yep. A heck of a fight. Well, again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors in Manton and in Boyne City for following this crowd in this game and making it possible for us to do this broadcast. Again, this game will be live broadcast on My News 26 Thursday at 8 o'clock, Saturday at 11 o'clock, and Sunday at 4 o'clock on My News 26. Our live stream will go out not tonight, but tomorrow, due to the drive and the technical stuff that we have to take care of on our end. So on the Rambler Sports Network website, it will come out tomorrow. Well, this Rambler squad is standing here respectfully, although painfully, watching Manton accept the regional championship medals. And the MHSAA will remind you that the broadcast of today's game is I don't want to read the copyright. I don't want to read about sportsmanship. Nothing beats good sportsmanship. A great game in sports is when your team puts it all together, but it's not just about how you execute as an athlete. It's about how you execute as a person. It's showing good reflexes and respect. It's showing confidence and character. It's showing skillfulness and sportsmanship. Now that's a great game. Nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value of educational athletics. And while we're waiting, we're going to try to get an interview here with a Manton player if we can. We're going to talk a little bit about that Boyne City team and the seniors that have played their last game here for the Rambler program. The seniors for Boyne City. Well, seniors for Boyne City are Kane McPherson. Played an unbelievable night tonight, unbelievable game tonight, and has had a phenomenal tournament. What a talent that has developed in this Boyne City program, and he played his last game here for Boyne City, and we appreciate all that you've done for our program, Kane McPherson. Also, we want to thank Lucas Day for his contributions to this program. None of them have been on the floor, but he has made some huge contributions as a teammate and as a citizen of this school at Boyne City. And congrats to Lucas Day. Also, Jacob Ager, graduating, was not able to play the last couple games with an injury. But we'll say goodbye to three very important parts of the Rambler family. Yeah, fantastic game. Again, if you were listening, it was tight the entire game. I think the biggest lead was 9-0 right at the beginning of the game. And after that, it had been just back and forth, the way it should be for a championship. So Manton will move on to quarterfinals in Petoskey Tuesday night, where they're going to play a team from the UP. And man, I would, after watching these guys play, I would pick Manton. They're looking pretty tough right now. And they got a great following, great parents section, great student section. And I think they're going to go, hopefully, to the Breslin Center.
Yeah, they've got all the tools. I mean, they're so well coached. They play all aspects of the game well. They have, you know, such a strong defensive presence. They work together as a team. They have great positioning on offense. They do so many things well. They're dangerous from outside. They're dangerous on the drive. So yeah, absolutely, this team with those tools can go a long ways.
Yeah, Manton has 5 seniors and 1 sophomore, Trevor Solani. All the rest are juniors. So again, a good seasoned group for the Manton Rangers. And Boyne City coming back next year loses 3 seniors, and then we've got a rich program coming up. A lot of talent on the freshman and the JV level. So hopefully Boyne City will continue its successful program next year and years to follow. Well, as we're wrapping up here, again, final score 47-46. Manton wins the regional championship. We are trying to get one of the Manton players to come up and get an interview, but right now it's going to be tough because they are doing all of their posing with the trophy, and we don't want to take away from those moments because that's something special.
Well, they want to pose with their family and their girlfriends as opposed to talk to us, but we're interested if we get the opportunity here just to hear a little bit about their postseason and this big night tonight.
Well, a tough loss for those Ramblers, and again, we'd like to thank the community and all the people that have supported and purchased T-shirts and Rambler towels and all the things that the student section, the Rambler Rowdies, have got to play with while they're screaming their hearts out for this team. And again, I know there's a lot of people that we haven't mentioned on the air, but thank you for your support, all the people that we've missed and the silent contributors that we like to call them, to keep our kids doing all the fun stuff and having all these great memories and experiences for the rest of their life. You guys are a big part of it, even though we don't get you on the air specifically.
And to speak to that too, our sponsors, you know, we had so many sponsors come out in support of our kids from both these communities for this game, Boyne and Manton. You know, it's really special, and there's going to be one heck of a team representing Northern Michigan against the UP next week, and most likely against a downstate school after that. So, you know, I can't say that we're excited to lose this, as the Ramblers are not happy about this, but I think our support is with Manton from here on out.
Me too. I mean, you experience it. You go to battle with them. You watch them. We watch them for 2 games, and man, I kind of excited to watch them and see how long their run goes. And I'm hoping it goes to Breslin and maybe could knock off a downstate team. We know how hard it is. Last time that the Ramblers were heading to the Breslin, and we ended up playing a downstate team, and you always want to knock off one of those teams down there and let them know how strong basketball is up here in the north. So right now we have Jacob Keltz, and he is going to try to get an interview, I believe, with Wyatt Baker. And we are going to take it to Jacob Keltz, who's on the floor with Wyatt Baker from Manton right now.
First of all, Wyatt Baker, I just want to say congratulations on the regional trophy. How does it feel to be a regional champion?
Well, it's a one-in-a-lifetime thing, you know. I've never have this happen to me before, and I don't know, words can't describe it. Words can't describe it. It's just plain simple.
It was a tight game after about 5 minutes into the first quarter. How'd you guys stick it out?
Coach just told us to dig deep. We just had to play defense, play our offense, and play our game, Ranger basketball.
Thank you, Wyatt. We look forward to seeing you guys in the Breslin, hopefully. Thank you. Back to you guys. Good game.
Well, thank you, Jacob Keltz, for sidelining reporting. And again, we talk about how great these teams are, and you can see it right there. That kid, Wyatt Baker, played his heart out tonight. He's not flashy. He's not going to promote himself. He's going to talk about his team and what his coach told him to do, and he did it. And he ends up with a regional championship.
He's a great representation of that team. He's a kid who can rebound. He's a kid who can go to the hole. He's got a beautiful shot from three-point land. He plays great defense, and he rebounded the heck out of the basketball tonight. Just like this Manton team overall, really, that he really represents what they do well, which is pretty much everything.
Yep. Well, we are going to wrap it up here for the Rambler Sports Network at Houghton Lake High School. Again, your final score, 47-46. Manton Rangers end up with the regional championship, downing the Boyne City Ramblers. They move on to quarterfinal play in Petoskey next Tuesday. So hopefully we can keep an eye on them as they try to travel downstate. Thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning in to the Rambler Sports Network. We'll see you next season on the Rambler Sports Network. We are out.
I need to find Klooster to get a copy of his curriculum.